welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. How you guys doing? Welcome. Happy to have you guys. This is bonus readings. Bonus readings for the Leo gang. I already posted your October monthly. I gotta be honest, it was a very unusual reading. I hope the messages, and I have faith that the messages spoke to some people out there, but of all the readings I did, Leo's just wasn't cohesive the way they usually are, so it is what it is. I'm sure it's something astrologically going on. But anyway, point I'm getting to is bonus reading. Why not? So let's hope that some of these messages are more consistent or congruent. I don't know what word I'm grasping for here. But yeah, anyway, bonus readings. Let's do it. Leo babes. This is not geared towards romance or career in particular. Those topics may come up in this reading. They very likely will, but we'll see what we can get. As always, guys, here on YouTube, these are general readings. Not everything I say will resonate with every Leo out there. Please come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind. If it's not your message, don't take action on those energies. Everybody has free will, but also give yourself the luxury of time. Some of these messages may make sense later on at a future date, in a week, in a month. So if that's the case, that's cool. Tarot frequently has the power to predict. So have faith that if it's not your message, it is going out to someone else who needs to hear it. Everything else about this reading down in the box below, the decks I'm using, my social media, how to book a personal. That's it, Leo. Let's do it. I did a bonus reading for Sagittarius as well, just because they had like a high amount of views this month. And I feel like you guys have been coming up in the Sag reading and vice versa. Sag has been coming up in yours. The reason being, I think I'm more aware of it because one of my good friends, she's a Leo and she just started dating a Sagittarius. So I've just noticed those energies coinciding. So I'm like, all right, there's potential here. So if that speaks to any Leos out there, get it. Get it, girl. Get it, boy. All right, let's do it. And there you are. Nice. Okay, so bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles. Hold on. It's going to be a bumpy ride. That doesn't necessarily mean in a bad way. Any four in tarot, it's a safety zone. It's a comfort zone. Sometimes like the Four of Wands, it's a milestone. That's a great comfort zone, right? Here, it's like money's a little bit tight, so let's really stay grounded. Let's be really practical about our spending or about who we're opening up our energy to. I always think his face looks like he's a little suspicious. Like he's trying to understand what's going on quite literally in the world around him. Particularly this does talk about like city versus rural areas, city, country. Every time I say that, I think of 30 Rock, the rural juror. Anyway, for anybody who watches that show. Yeah, but it's like possibly before you decide to move, you're kind of assessing what money looks like, what it could possibly be, in the coming months, that kind of thing. So it's like, stay grounded, be logical about your decisions. Think before you act, especially involving any like financial purchases. It's not a bad card. I want to underscore that. If money is okay right now, that's sort of what this card is saying. Like, yeah, okay, we're going to get by, but it's going to be tight. Sometimes this card does also talk about needing to open up. Sometimes sacrifice something in order to open yourself up to more abundance, to more opportunities, because the way we frequently describe it in tarot is he's got what he needs, but should the universe deliver some sort of, gift upon his doorstep in metaphor, you have no hands to reach out and grab that gift. So it's saying, take stock of what's around you. Everything in your life that you're holding on to for dear life, is it actually for your best and highest good? Is this a relationship you're clinging on to when really you could be a lot happier if you just decided to, sacrifice something or let something go? Do you understand? So anyway, starting off with a 4 is not bad. I just want to reiterate that. This probably has to do with holding on to a person. And again, if it's not, if it's especially like a romantic relationship, even if you've let it go, even if you've broken up or divorced, it's saying that you may still be holding on to the mental baggage and not wanting to face the truth or not wanting to maybe do the actual breaking up with, or maybe it's just you're holding on to some resentment, especially if there's been struggle at a job, if people had to take a pay cut or shoulder more responsibility. The Five of Swords is kind of winning at all costs. I don't think this is your energy, Leo. I think the Five of Swords, which is what I'm pointing to here, I think that's someone else and you're feeling the repercussions of it, especially to do with money. So that leads me to believe this could be something about a job. And I'll be honest, it could be that you're clinging to a job that, I know this is hard to hear, especially during like a pandemic, right? There's a lot going on, but it could be that you're holding on to dear life for a job because you need the income. Absolutely understand that. But in the long term, it might be saying that you're avoiding the inevitable, or you're blinding yourself to seeing all the other opportunities that await you if you just let this go peacefully. I'm not saying jump ship. I'm saying if the universe throws you a curveball, rather than fighting it, rather than clinging on to what you're being told is no longer, if you open up and accept the truth, you're making room in your life for more blessings. Especially something to do with a Cancerian energy. I don't know if Leo, you may be a cusper. If that's the case, this message is definitely for you. It may also involve either holding on to an ex-lover that is a Cancer, holding on to, I suppose it could be your boss as a Cancer. I mean, I know we don't always have the luxury of knowing that. And some sort of role where there's a maternal aspect to it, even for my males out there, right? It could be a job that awaits you, or a job that you're still at, or holding, or maybe barely holding on to, where there's a service type energy to it, very like Libra energy, but also Cancerian, being like the mothers of the zodiac, where you tend to everybody's needs and you take care of them, and you got this and you offer to do that. It might be saying you need to start directing that energy more inward, more towards yourself, rather than giving it away to others, whether it's energy, whether it's money, time, attention, compliments, whatever it is. It's almost like turn it into yourself. Get grounded, get comfortable with who you are. Those are just some of the messages coming out initially. All right, anyway, that's one message. So let's see. I will try to remember to timestamp them, because these are going to be a little bit helter-skelter all over the place. But new message. All right. You're pushing towards a new creative start, but it looks like you've made many strides. This is a card of, I think here it's trying to say you need to be confident, you need to be, or the universe just reminding you, be reassured that you've come a long way. You're kicking ass, Leo. You're making your way through like the battlefield. You're having to work your way through many obstacles, many wands, right? But you do have the upper hand. You have the higher ground. And even though it may feel like you're slipping every now and then, you've come so far, it's not worth abandoning. And right up around the corner, you have that ace. That, again, it could be brand new, or it could be some sort of milestone in what you're already building for yourself. Wands energy. So I love this. Fire signs, right? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Queen of Wands is typically an Aries card, but it certainly doesn't have to be. This could absolutely be you, Leo, male, female. Wands represent spirituality, action, communication, expression. Any sort of artistic or creative endeavor very much associated with the wands. Queen of Wands can be the entertainer, the actress, someone fairly outgoing sometimes, and I don't mean to sound superficial, but kind of beautiful, something that draws the eye. So this feels like what you're working your way towards. It could be recognition, it could be attention, it could be accomplishment. It feels like you're getting tired, you're sweating it out, blood, sweat, and tears is coming to mind. But if you push through a little bit more, after we're on the 7 of Wands right now. After this is the 8. The 8 of Wands, I don't know if you guys know tarot, but it's those wands flying through the air, and it denotes rapid communication, action, forward movement, travel, flight, success, victory, right? So I would say, if this makes sense to any of you, and it feels like something you've been working at for a while, maybe it's just looking for a job, right? If that's the case, boom, like this. Any combination of these, this is positive. This feels very, very good, particularly career-wise. Wands for me as a reader tend to lean towards more creative. Now, if this is romantic, Ace of Wands can sometimes be sexuality, right? It's a little bit phallic looking, and someone who's, very, very beautiful, very entertaining, very charismatic. And the little sunflower, there's growth, there's optimism, there's hope there. So maybe some of you are going to get a little kitty cat. Some of you are going to like adopt a kitty cat or something like that. Anyway, all right, that's another message. I don't know what else to say. We'll throw something else on it, but there's something you're missing. There's a small detail that could make this a lot easier for yourself. 2 of Swords is like, I'm almost getting, there's a pride factor of wanting to do something a specific way when you've been told multiple times by whoever is surrounding you that, well, why don't you just do it this way? But Leo, I'm just kidding. You're very determined, though. You're very headstrong. You're, no. I'm going to do it this way. I've always done it this way. This way works. Or the opposite. Like, I don't want to do it that way. That's how everybody does it. I'm doing it this way. I'm going to be different. But it's almost like it's the opposite. It's like your friends are sort of like, yeah, but there's a reason why we've always done it this way. And so I don't mean to laugh. Like, this is a small obstacle, but there is something you are not seeing, or I'm trying to phrase this gently, but you're being too, I don't know if egocentric is the right word, hell-bent on doing it a certain way. I'm not saying abandon ship. Keep pushing through, keep chugging. But if there's, I just keep getting, there's been a suggestion of how to make this process easier on yourself, but it's almost like you're in so deep now at this point. It's like you're trying to save face and keep doing it the exact same way you've been, because you want all the success and glory at the end of it to be like, no, I did it my way, see? You can do it that way, Leo. I think you're still going to have similar results, but you may arrive at this quicker if you do actually take some feedback or some input of those around you. Because yeah, there's a good idea, absolutely. Page of Cups and Two of Swords. There's a good idea that could move this along in a very joyful, positive way. But again, there's something about, no. Like cease and desist, but it's like, no, you should listen to that person. They're onto something. Give me one more card on that. Yeah, 10 of Cups, baby. What the hell is this? 3 of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in, and commitment. So a lot of you may be waiting to hear back for a job offer or some sort of position in like a spiritual group. It could even be like an exercise, yoga, meditation type. They could be like that type of spiritual group or something, I don't know, involving the church or some sort of spiritual community. You may be starting your own business. Your 3 of Wands indicates, again, you've pushed your way through some obstacles, but you're waiting to see those ships come in. You're going to get it. 10 of Cups, you're going to see positive results. Now, with that, I always say, be open to receiving something beautiful, with maybe a different details than what you anticipated. 10 of Cups says it's beautiful, it's good, it's, the happily ever after. But there is something about this where it's not exactly the way you pictured it, but it's still very positive. And I'm not even saying that you're going to have to settle. It's not that energy at all. I think you are going to be wowed and dazzled by this. I think you're going to be very excited. As long as you're not committing yourself to a specific outcome, but like overly specific. Like, just for an example, I only date people who are tall, dark, handsome, no freckles, own 2 cars, have their own house. Like, that's what I mean. Like, that's too specific. Universe doesn't give a shit about those specifics, right? Universe wants you to be with someone who is happy and healthy and contributes positively to your life. They don't care what hair color they have, right? Like that. And I'm just giving you that as an example, but it's like, as long as like the substance is there, you should be able to give a little bit on the details of it. That's what I mean. I think you guys have overcommitted yourself to something, in multiple senses. Not in a bad way. Again, not that you should abandon this entirely. In fact, if you keep pushing through, you're going to see positive results. But there's just something about the outcome of it. It's slightly different than what you thought. For some of you guys, though, it's even better than you're anticipating. So be willing to give a little bit on the details, on the things that aren't going to impact the outcome significantly. Yeah, it's surrounded by positive cards. This may involve working with a Taurus, or again, another fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I mean, there's a wedding dress here, right? So it's possible that this could be a relationship that kind of has gone through ups and downs. But overall, I mean, the Hierophant is a card of marriage. And 10 of Cups is like, happily ever after, potentially with a soulmate. So, and even this looks like a wedding dress to me too. Yeah, a lot of you may have had to put your, if you are planning a wedding, put that on the back burner because of everything that's happening. It's like your plans got delayed. I could absolutely see that happening. It's saying it's going to happen. There will still be magic. You will get your fairy tale, happily ever after Cinderella story. But yeah, you may have to wait a little bit longer. And 3 of Wands is sometimes a timing card. It can be 3 weeks. It could be 3 days. It could be 3 months, but honestly, Wands seem fast to me. Wands are one of the faster moving energies. So yeah, it's not going to be that much longer, especially if it's a job offer. That could happen tomorrow. You never know. So stay positive, right? Your vibe attracts your tribe. Your vibe attracts the universe vibe. So keep it positive. Keep it high. Keep it high, baby. All right. New message. The World. Oh yeah. See, these readings are like clicking for me. They're so much better. First of all, they're more positive, but these are beautiful. This card was featured prominently in a Sagittarius reading I did as well. So there might be a connection there. I'm being called to tell you that. So even if you don't resonate with Sagittarius right now, hey, if you're single and looking, I would maybe give that a try. Watch that video. So the World, this is the completion of a cycle. Sometimes it's a card of getting closure on something. It's being able to close something out and move on, tie it up in a cute little bow and on to the next chapter. That's what this is too, by the way. And I'm not necessarily saying these have to be related, but if this represents with the Ace, the new chapter, this is saying you're in the thick of it right now. This is a card of Saturn. So Saturnian energy it's the heavy, it's the taskmaster, it's obstacles, it's challenges. It's what the universe throws at us to force us to step into our own and vibe high, right? to prove to ourselves that we're stronger and more capable than we realize. This to me sometimes metaphorically can be the idea, and I said the same thing to Sag, pushing the baby through the birth canal. It's laborious, it's intensive, right? It's like, okay, we're almost there. It's like you're literally like white knuckling it, like, let's do this, just get it over with, get it out, however you want to say it. But damn, when you're looking at that beautiful child in your hand, right, it was worth it. It was worth the struggle. This is a beautiful card, and I don't mean to scare anybody with arduous stories of childbirth, right? But this is saying, like, things are reordered, things are put back in their place. Again, it's like wiping the slate clean. I'm literally seeing whiteboards, actually, so I don't know if any of you are like whiteboarding out your career plans or something about that, but it's wiping the slate clean. It's like, okay, now we can start again because we have achieved something great. Very positive. And you become the center of your world again too. So as I was saying, if this energy was you giving too much of your time, your money, your attention to people or things that were undeserving or just not worth it, and I think a lot of you have, there's like a heavy energy here of someone who was maybe manipulating you a little bit. This is like, no. Like, I'm the center of my world again. So bow down, bitches. That's what a Leo message, right? I like that. Ace of Pentacles, again, new beginnings. Aces are very positive. I love seeing aces in a reading. You got 2 of them, Leo. Could be something with a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sag, or a Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It certainly doesn't have to be that, but this could be someone offering you a date. This could be someone offering you a job. This is sometimes the hand of God offering some sort of blessing. If that's the case, though, frequently pentacles are monetary or anything in the 3D you can reach out and touch. Physical, tangible goods. It could be buying a new house or a new car, or it's Oprah. You get a car and you get a car, Leo. No, it's something good. And I mean, I do want to say there's probably a good price tag attached to it. So even if that just means going out on a fancy dinner date, and it could involve another Leo for that matter. The Strength card is one of your cards. Frequently for me as a reader, it's a very sexualized card. It's almost about like taming the inner beast. Now with that, yes, that could be like sex or sex drives. It could also indicate, because I think Mars in Aries right now. Mars is in some crazy place where everybody's super aggressive. It could mean more in the sense of, it does have to do with Mars energy. I can just kind of tell. Not that this card does, but I can tell in your reading. This has to do with tempering, tame it back. So whether this is a date or something career-wise, there's going to be something that triggers you either sexually or aggressively, and it's saying just chill. Just, again, like, keep grounded. Like, don't snap. Don't react to something because it gets your blood boiling, or because you go on one date and you immediately think you found your future wife or your future husband. It's like, let's just see how this plays out. It's okay to stay in the comfort zone for a bit, then in time to decide, okay, this is what I'm going to sacrifice, or this is what I'm going to do, right? This is an offer that gets you very heated. Now with that could be very heated with passion, excitement, or again, something that riles you up. Let's clarify that a little bit more. I just want a little bit more on that. I have a feeling this might be romantic, though. It kind of swings that way. There's a need to be vulnerable in this relationship and actually say what you want from the get-go, which I'm sort of getting is going to be a new thing for you guys. And I certainly don't mean this for all Leos. Again, if it's your message, take it and run with it. But this idea of needing to disguise the truth, because, again, trying to save face or trying to appear more confident or to not show your vulnerabilities, to not show your faults, which, you know, you're human. Everybody has. No one's perfect. Yeah, it seems like universe is saying, go into this new beginning, like, unclothed, fully naked. No, what I mean by that is vulnerable, right? She's nude, she's naked, right? You can see everything, and she's proud. She's displaying it proudly. She's not trying to hide who she is. She's very proud of her accomplishments and everything that has come in this, like, spiritual journey that she's been on. And this is a card of graduations, right? This is a card of making it through to the end and being like, yeah, like, I do deserve some recognition. I do deserve a pat on the back, even if it's just you giving it to yourself. This is a time to be like, yeah, I am a kick-ass person and I'm awesome. So don't be afraid to show that to other people. I'm even being called to say, don't dumb yourself down, Leo. Yeah, that's very important for you. This is going to continue to grow. From the Ace, you have Page of Pentacles. And again, to me, this is such a card of celebration. She's got a letter in her pocket. Positive news. Positive news comes, especially in the form of money and payouts too. If anyone's been waiting on government checks or signing the contract of that new job, it continues to grow from here. The ace to the page, I like that. It's growing. Absolutely. Something about a birthday party too. I don't know if you're going to connect with someone at a birthday party or okay, some of you need to ditch the Cancer. The Cancer who has been, oh God, that's a double entendre, isn't it? Or the water sign, specifically a female water sign, though it doesn't have to be, who didn't treat you right. Someone who's, they got you all caught up in your feels. And I am getting that I don't think you're with this person anymore, but if you want to accept new blessings romantically or otherwise, it's like, clear that out of your energy. Like, wash it away. Queen of Cups in reverse. It's like, get rid of the negativity that you're still holding on to regarding the relationship, because, again, you've graduated. This is a whole new ball of wax. This is a whole new cycle, right? So go into it strong, knowing who you are. Being able to be vulnerable, but again, also knowing who to share yourself with, who to share your energy, your time, your life, your house, your material possessions with, right? Make good choices. Some great earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And it could be that's the one that broke your heart. Queen of Cups in reverse, it's like, yeah, we got to get rid of that. So Capricorn, yep, there could have been a Capricorn of your past. Three of Wands and Four of Pentacles again. Yeah, so you have a lot of kind of the same cards coming through. Three of Wands, as we said, is you've made some progress, you've taken action, now you're like, okay, where's my money at? Where's my boyfriend at? Where are the results I'm waiting? Because I put and again, energy. I've put energy and action in. This is not just wishing on a star, hoping all your wishes are granted. This is like, no, I'm showing up. I'm doing the work. Where my stuff at? So it's coming. It's absolutely coming. And for a lot of you, yeah, like I just have to call it like I see it. I saw the devil, but it wasn't shown here, which can be very intense sexuality or even obsession. It can just be a Capricorn, but you have very intense sexuality type cards coming through. And I don't even know if I can can I even show you this one? This one's pretty raunchy, but I'll show you just a peep. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's pretty sexually aggressive. So I mean, that's cool. That's great if that's what you're looking for. Again, this could be an offer from someone. But what I like about this, though, even if it's laced with sexuality, I mean, you're a Leo. That's cool, right? That's kind of classic Leo, is fire sign sexuality, right? Even if that's the case, though, this doesn't feel like a hit it and quit it. This feels like someone extends an offer of like, hey, would you like to go out? And then, hey, Page of Pentacles, I'm going to double back. Would you like to go out again? Would you like it grows. That's what I mean. This isn't just like a one-time deal. For others of you, I'm also being called to say, if you feel like you missed out on an opportunity where you were offered a job but you declined it, that might circle back around, or universe is saying you should circle back around, because even though you may have been like, oh, thanks, but I already have a job, or oh, I'm going to go with this offer instead, there's something here where you haven't totally missed it. It could be a new position opened up at that company, or the person they offered the job to also declined it. Like, there's something about you could actually wiggle your way in there. And it seems like you would like it. It seems like you would be happy, especially a job where there would be an opportunity to travel. Some of you are going to be traveling a great distance, away from your home. It could be for a job, but it could also be to go see a person. It could be a best friend. It could be your family, especially another Leo is what I'm getting. Like a very long road trip. It could be a cross-country road trip. Ace of Pentacles and Justice. What goes around comes around. You are getting what is owed to you, what is due to you. This thing that you've been really putting your life work into, it's popping. It's starting to bloom. There was seasonal change. It's like we had to wait for divine timing, the changing of the seasons, to start seeing the buds grow up from the ground. Now, granted, it's winter where I am, but in metaphor, what I'm saying is those seeds that you planted way back when, you are going to see the results. So if you haven't planted any seeds, in metaphor, right? Whatever you're wanting to accumulate or gain, be it abundance or future success, start planting now, because it's going to take a while to come in. But for those of you who have already done the work, it's money in the hand. It's coming right in. There's payments, the Justice card, contracts, legal agreements, government payouts, any type of business contract in Libra season, no less. Guys, they're a really good combination. The Ace of Pentacles and the Libra card, you guys can see that, she's rebalancing the scales. She's resetting the scales. Again, what goes around comes around. So good things are coming your way if you've been giving it your all, if you've been putting your best foot forward. Now, with that, I don't want you guys to think, you know, if you've been struggling the last several months, you guys don't need to beat yourself up about that at all, right? A lot has been going on. But it is ultimately saying you need to come from a place of wanting success or wanting to achieve in some way. And it's okay to give yourself a break. But sometimes, like, the best love you can give yourself is tough love. It's like, I'm going to keep showing up. I'm tired and I don't want to do this and I'm not earning the money I deserve. But if I see a light at the end of the tunnel, I'm going to focus on that rather than the daily mundane, I hate this, I'm not enjoying it, I'm depressed. You can power through because there's that light at the end of the tunnel. Or this could be saying, I'm done. This isn't what I want to do. The light at the end of the tunnel is way the fuck over there, so I better start working my way towards that. Do you understand what I mean? Wherever you put in the effort, you will see the reward. So you may as well put the effort into something that you enjoy, that you like, that you're passionate about, right? That's what all these wands really could be. All right, new message. New message. Oh gosh, here we go. Tarot de la Nuit. The Gothic Tarot. This one has some dark images in it, but we'll try it. It has some cute ones too. It has like fairy tale book type images, so... New message for Leo. Let's see. I didn't really do well like separating these messages, but that frequently happens. It's like they all run together. All right, I think these will be the last ones. Let's get a couple messages for Leo here. Sagittarius. Reciprocity with a Sagittarius. Pregnancy. And again, for a lot of you, now granted, remember, there could be multiple water signs involved here. I have gotten the message 3 times. A lot of you need to let go of the water sign, the Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Reason being because they hurt you, because you're waiting and waiting and waiting and it never gets better. This feels like something that's been going on for at least a year, if not 4 years, if not 5 years. Like this feels like agony waiting for the water sign to change their tune, to change their mind when it's just not there. There's strength in relationships elsewhere that you've been missing out on. Now I say missing out on. You can course correct at any time. Anything that's meant to be yours, Leo, will be yours, but the timeline is up to you, right? The universe like kind of puts in the players in your life for interactions to happen. At least that's how I view it. It seems like there's a Sagittarius interested in you that would treat you very, very well. Someone who probably has good standing at their job or has a good amount of money, good amounts of income. Yeah, I like it a lot. Now, this person could be a little bit cocky. Maybe you don't even know that they're interested, but if that's the case, it might be because they know that you're not available or you're putting out vibes of, oh, my life is so hard and I'm so sad and blah, blah, blah. And I don't mean to make fun. That's never my intent, but these cards are like, look, they're a little bit woe is me. And that vibe isn't helpful to you. Again, you're human, Leo. Everybody feels that way. Everybody goes through it. It's about acknowledging, wow, I feel like shit when I think about this person. Like, why do you feel like shit? You have to examine it, right? If it's not doing you any good having them in your life or keeping them around, then time to move on, baby. Knight of Cups. Find something else to fill your cup. And first and foremost, you need to fill your cup, right? And when I say that, I mean your heart space, your emotions, your love. You need to love yourself enough to know that, like, I'm not putting up with this bullshit anymore. If this person doesn't realize how amazing I am, then bitch, please. Like, girl, bye. Like, you lost your opportunity, right? Again, there's another Leo in your future. And then some of you are just celebrating singlehood. Some of you may have just gotten out of a very long-term relationship, and it's almost like there's strength in you recognizing that there wasn't the compatibility long-term that you thought there was. And I'm sort of getting, it's like universe is applauding you for finally seeing it, for finally deciding to move on. And yeah, ground yourself. 4 of Pentacles and the World again. And 8 of Cups. Exactly. That is moving on because something is emotionally void. It used to be great. It used to be fun. It used to fill your cup. This is saying, I'm better than this. I'm worth more. Or I know I can achieve more, right? If it's a job, it doesn't have to mean abandoned entirely, but it's like not settling. I'm not just going to settle for what I have because I know there's so much more out there for me. You bet your ass there is. That's why the world is coming up. The world is big, big, big energy. You've recently gone through a lot of obstacles, but you made it out to the other side, and now it feels like you're being gifted from the universe. That's how I would read these cards. Really cool. All right, one more message. Actually, tell me about the Sagittarius. Do we need to know anything about them? Ooh, this one, yeah, justice. Libra season, and also justice. It's fair. This person may work in the government. They may be a very strong political enthusiast or a political leader of some kind, or I don't know. I like the vibes there. Let's see what else. One more message in love. Wrapping it up for Leo. Most of these, I always say this in tarot, it depends what lens you're viewing it through. You can absolutely read all these messages as career, right? Or through the lens of family dynamics, or through the lens of romantic partnership, right? It's up to you. The messages still apply. It's the energies and, what's present, utilize them. Choose to utilize the energies that present or don't, right? You can absolutely hear a message and be like, no thanks, that's not mine, And the thing is, you always know what it is. Your intuition always serves you, so anyway. Ten of Wands, you're wrapping up cycles of things that don't serve you anymore, and it's been a pain in the ass. It's been a weight on your back. You get to drop this now. You don't have to carry it around anymore. Leo, that feels good, doesn't it? You've been carrying this shit for possibly years, and I say shit adoringly. Some of this is your hopes and your dreams and your wishes of building your own business or doing this or doing that, of learning to love yourself. That's a heavy weight sometimes. It's not always easy, but you're getting there. Not only are you getting there, you're pretty much there. 10 of Pentacles, yeah. It's like, I think for a lot of you, you had your eyes on the prize. Light at the end of the tunnel, you could always see like that glimmering pinnacle up ahead. It's just, you knew you had to get to it. And it's almost like the minute you get to this tree, you get to drop the bullshit and cherry pick. You get to choose what you want now. You get the luxury of time, of money maybe, of choosing what it is that you want. Maybe it's new partnership, romantic or business, right? And then Knight of Swords, there's a newfound determination. There's a newfound thrill or jolt or excitement that something about it changes very quickly. This is a card of rapid action, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So for those who are single and looking, especially if you come into some sort of new job or business, you may have a Gemini interested in you or another air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and there's immediate action to either partner up with them, to work with them, to collaborate on a business deal with them, to date them, whatever it is. Something about you making it to the finish line and enjoying the fruits of your labor, the fruits of your success. I'm seeing you pick an apple and just bite into a juicy red apple. Something about that, I just heard stimulates. That sounds sexy. It triggers this person to come in and be like, hi, my name's Tom, just right there. The hand is there ready to meet you, ready to talk with you, ready to interview you. Maybe you accomplish something great and somebody's asking your advice or reaching out for quotes in their article. Something like that. It triggers an immediate response from someone who's very interested. You have their full and complete attention and focus. I like that a lot. It has to do with love or an important decision. Again, a major theme of this, in addition to new beginnings and graduating from cycles and whatever, it does seem like it's time to cut the dead weight. For a lot of you, even if you're not with this person, you're still carrying around the heavy-heartedness of a relationship that, for one reason or another, didn't work out. For most of you, and I know it's hard to hear this when you're not at a place to, but for most of you, it seems like the ending of this relationship was a blessing in disguise. And I say that because of this and this. It's like your intuition knew there was something fishy the entire time. It just may have taken you a while to actually accept it, to acknowledge it. This, the Two of Swords is frequently not wanting to acknowledge, not wanting to accept, or to just really think about it, but getting in a state where you're so stuck in your head, you're not actually taking action on these thoughts or on these ideas. Five of Swords is winning at all costs. Someone who says or does shitty things and then leaves you to pick up the pieces. I feel like that's somebody in your circle, in your environment, has been doing that for what feels like a while to me. Again, maybe a Cancer or a Pisces. Walking away is where the victory lies. Absolutely cutting, severing, and who's around the corner after you do that? Sagittarius or the angel of healing, right? That's important too. The angel of self-love. He pours his cup of love, his or her, right? It back into itself ultimately, right? The healing, the love, the emotion, it's being passed back and forth, but he holds them both. He's practicing self-love, if you will, right? And also this is to me a card of like guardian angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides watching over you. Walking away, cutting, severing, removing the excess baggage from your life. That's a card of victory, right? The Six of Wands, there's victory, there's pride, there's nobility in doing that because you're grounding yourself again. You're, 1 foot on land, 1 foot grounded, and the other dipped in the pool of intuition. Plenty of fish in the sea, trying on new people, new partnerships, that type of thing. This is a great card. In fact, I'm going to end on that because I feel like it's so positive. All right, Leo, that's what I got for you. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below it resonates. I'm selling tarot boxes. I have a limited supply of handmade, hand-painted, hand-decorated tarot boxes. Support small businesses, right? You can put jewelry in them. You can put whatever you want in them. I'm going to show you that preview right after this. But yeah, hit me up in the DMs if you want a tarot box. Support my little small business. I'm like the little engine that could over here. And thank you for joining me. I will see you soon for more tarot. Bye, Leo.